bi n'eluigwe ọgọrọ na-akpụ n'ala Chukwu okike ya kpọgo eze bi n'eluigwe ụmụ gị agbakọ nata nna m anyị na-eme ibe isi anyị na-eme ya ka anyị nọ na-eme onweghị ibe ọzọ anyị bụ n'obi awụ njem nwere onwe ya ka anyị na-eji ijie anyị wee na-asị gị ezi Chineke biko bịa ka ị nọnyere anyị chụọrọ anyị ka a lawa ajọ mmadụ ọkachasị ndị nsabo ndị si na Biafra ya abịa ndị na-anụ ọgụ niile ebe a na-anụ ka ha wee fụdat na Biafra ya abịa si Chukwu biko ọgụ ahụgụ nwa ya nụrụ anyị ya gọzie anyị Chineke gọzie ụmụ ife gọzie ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọnwụ na anyị niile anọ na ezi Chineke ma ana m akpọkwa gị n'isi awalida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike nọnyere m ihe gbaala m ya ume were dọkịta na-agwọ ya ọya Chineke biko ọkwago ka anyị nwee onye ọzọ otu aka aka na-akpọkwa n'isi ọbata obie udu akọ mmiri na mbiko ihe niile ugoko ọ dị n'aka anyị eme nke anyị ji wụrụ mmadụ ma agụ nwa ya eme nke iji wu Chukwu na m ana m asị aka ọwụna ụdọ ọwụna ezumezu ọwụna osi n'elu osi n'ala ọwụ ikwu ọwụ ibe ọwụ onye ọsọkwa anya wụrụ wụ ndị ji ọbata obi eji awalida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asị m aka ha gbajie asị tinyere ha ọgbaghara ebe ọwụna ba nọ na tinyere ha ọgbaghara were ọgbaghara tinye n'etiti ya Chineke pịaba m ụtarị mee ka ọkụ gbuo ha na-arụ mee ka ezumezu ha niile ha saa kpọpụtara ya awalida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ọbata obi ya na m otu a ka si welekwa awa COS wee tinye gị n'aka nna m ọkwago nwa wike yoo onye emekwe nke o ji wụrụ mmadụ n'ọkwago Chukwu na-eme nwa onye na-enye ike ajọ mmụọ ajọ mmadụ uke mmụọ uke mmadụ ebe ọsọkwa anya si onye ọsọkwa anya wụrụ ọsọkwa wụrụ mụnwa na-eche echiche ọjọọ megide ihe asụ Chineke megide onye ọbụla na-emegide COS ayo ise ọwụrụ mụnwa na-emegide ya emegide m ise onye ọsọkwa ya wụrụ ebe ọsọkwa ma na-agba ije ọ na-agba ya n'elu ọ na-agba ya n'ala ọ na-agba ya n'okpuru ala ọ na-agba ya n'elu bedi asụ Chukwu asụ megide ekwene ka ba binye ekwene ka nna m alili aka
base kind of n'elu na mbụ na mbugodi ihe nchọrọ ime ka Ngozi Ọrabeze mata bụ eziokwu ọgbata obi atụkwara nga terrorism CCS terrorism igwe na idea ada ọgbata obi Simon Ekpa Finland tụrụ ya nga CCS for terrorism igwe na idea
okay for editing ọpụtago
mba ihe na-ekwu ihe dị na news ka na eme analyze
okay
because enwere ihe some people enwe ha idea ha just na-agba Finland tụrụ ya nga CCS for terrorism Ngozi Ọrabeze bụ chief of staff Simon Ekpa with the chief of terrorism. So Ngozi person with a question to answer. Because Oma, ihe mere Obatobi eji were eme terrorism. Also were support Obatobi na terrorism only. So I am a lawyer. Ngozi person with a question to answer.
Yes.
Because when he Simon Ekpa they terrorize, even if how they make terrorist man. Ngozi person so yeah.
And then Ngozi Alabeze they negotiate that place. My chief of staff.
Chief of staff to Simon Ekpa, who the terrorists out of CCS. Then okay, Chukunkere alias Isaiah Anyoko, who the finance minister, they will take Simon Ekpa get terrorized and don't terrorize. So which means I feel a terrorism case. One person and her carry terrorism here like that. One person name in no begin to change and begin with a brave one street, but we show the mother. I had to away but the plant terrorists today to a very court. What is evidence from everywhere? The chief of staff will be something on I am.
Yes.
So the court consider me invite.
Oh, consider me invite. Sure.
I'm going to invite a phone number. Yeah, I got for communication. Young one over to be at the plan. I saw the terrorists over to be at them. My results also not over to be only make terrorists. Okay, we are Chieko, Simon Ejiheko. Okay, we are take a terrorist. So before I just send the ega terrorist, Simon is a terrorist now. Oh, when Catania Simon before I send the Simon they go to terrorist. And when both of us also not Simon plan we need that. So Hannah me when you Hannah move, how if that is what goes around comes around.
Sure.
Hannah feel na Simon Ekpa. I can make arrest one by one. They have questions to answer. Because that is how it works. When we put on profit now, and when the case is something they do, I got you on I got you on attitude. I'm going to Chinese pass release, but I got you on attitude.
Oh, good, yeah.
Get him about this particular thing. Get him about a phone, got to your phone. But communication in with that person, must say when other people in our plan, so we is. On that terrorism, I had to Simon Ekpa. So, we are here watching them. In the multi years on them, and I'm going to make Ngozi base matter. Ezoko, Obatobi, and got terrorism, CCS terrorism. Even idea that.
Huh?
Obatobi, Simon Ekpa. Finland to the CCS for terrorism. You want idea?
Okay, for the thing of Potago.
But you know, we had in a news, can man alive.
Okay.
Because every some people have one idea. I just now Finland to the CCS for terrorism. Ngozi Alabeze, the chief of staff of Simon Ekpa. With the chief of terrorism. So Ngozi Alabeze with a question to answer. Because Oma, ihe mere Obatobi eji were eme terrorism. Also were support Obatobi na terrorism only. So I am a lawyer. Ngozi Alabeze with a question to answer.
Yes.
Because when he Simon Ekpa they terrorize, even if how they make terrorist man. Ngozi
Alabeze so yeah. And then Ngozi Alabeze they negotiate that place. My chief of staff.
Chief of staff to Simon Ekpa, who the terrorists out of CCS. Then okay, Chukunkere alias Isaiah Anyoko, who the finance minister, they will take Simon Ekpa get terrorized and don't terrorize. So which means I feel a terrorism case. One person and her carry terrorism here like that. One person name in no begin to change and begin with a brave one na street gbagbuchiwe ndị mmadụ ịghọtara aha dị gbagoro onwe ya iche but the plan terrorist dị etu a ekpere ikpe na court nwetacha evidence from everywhere. The chief of staff nwere the something ọma anyị agba ịghọtara.
Yes.
So the court kwesịrị ime invite.
O kwesịrị ime invite. Sure.
Ọ bụrụ na eme invite ekwesịrị etresi phone number ya a ga-afụ communication nyanwa na ọbata obi edere planụ gbasara the terrorist na ọbata obi edembe ma ọ bụrụ sọsọ naanị ọbata obi ewe onye na-eme terrorist. Oge nkere ya ji ego Simon ejighị ego oge nkere ya na-eweta ego eji eme the terrorism. So before ya ji ese ndị ego ahụ eji emeta terrorism Simon eji eme terrorism na o nwere nkata ya na Simon kpara before ya na-ese ndị Simon ego ji eme terrorism. Enweghị mgbe o ji abụsọsọ naanị Simon plan ihe niile. So ha na-emekwa ihe ha na-eme ha marakwa na that is what goes around comes around.
Sure.
Ha na-efiri na Simon Ekpa a ga-eme ya arrest. A ga-emekwa ha change arrest one by one. They have questions to answer. Because that is how it works. Onwe mgbe mmadụ gara abụọ anọ n'okwu ọfịs na-arụ ọrụ enwe ụdị kesi dị enwe something dị etu a ga-ajụrụ onye ọbụla ajụjụ. Ọ bụrụ na emechaa n'ikpeazụ release egbe a ga-ajụ onye ọbụla ajụjụ.
Okwu dị ya.
Ka ihe ma gbasara this particular thing. Ka ihe ma gbasara ya ka ejide ya phone gaa through your phone. Mana communication you nwere with that person. Ma say when other people unu na plan kwa so we is. Ka karịkwa on that terrorism ha check the Simon Ekpa. So ha na-enwekwa ihe ha na-eme we are here watching them. Ndụmọdụ ihe ọzọ nwere ikwu gbasara Ngozi Ọrapeze. Ọ sara ebe illiterate, ọ bịara ịbịa ya educate. According to the information dị ihe na public kịta.
Mana ikucha ife nkwulu after ijoro just pick that one. Feel ono ya ko ya wi kwuo Biafrans akpọmasị. Asị ma ọbata obie na ọwụ na onanya ko yeme na appeal ya jenga. Yeme na appeal ya je ya nga. Ka mmadụ isi n'anya Ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ife ibe ya ewi na ọwụ na mwa ya ma appeal ọwụ na kafu that no nwere ife kalili Chineke. Mana ikucha ife nkwulu after ijoro just pick that one. Feel ono ya ko ya wi kwuo Biafrans akpọmasị. Asị ma ọbata obie na ọwụ na onanya ko yeme na appeal ya jenga. Yeme na appeal ya je ya nga. Ka mmadụ isi n'anya Ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ife ibe ya ewi na ọwụ na mwa ya ma appeal ọwụ na kafu that no nwere ife kalili Chineke. Mana ikucha ife nkwulu after ijoro just pick that one. Feel ono ya ko ya wi kwuo Biafrans akpọmasị. Asị ma ọbata obie na ọwụ na onanya ko yeme na appeal ya jenga. Yeme na appeal ya je ya nga. Ka mmadụ isi n'anya Ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ife ibe ya ewi na ọwụ na mwa ya ma appeal ọwụ na kafu that no nwere ife kalili Chineke. Mana ikucha ife nkwulu after ijoro just pick that one. Feel ono ya ko ya wi kwuo Biafrans akpọmasị. Asị ma ọbata obie na ọwụ na onanya ko yeme na appeal ya jenga. Yeme na appeal ya je ya nga. ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ife ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke mana ikwuchaghị ife m kwuru after ijọrọ just pike that one feel ọnụ ya ka o ya wee kwuo Biafrans akpọ m asị m ọ bata obie na ọnwụ na ndị a n'anya ka ya eme na apil ya jee nga ya eme na apil ya jee ya nwụ nga ka mmadụ isi n'anya ngozi na oge nkere ka mmadụ ibe ya ewin na ọnwụrụ na mwa ya eme apil ọnwụna ka ha fụ that na o nwere ife karịrị Chineke
Good morning, Mochineke. Good morning, my President, Mazen Namdekano. Good morning, my Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Good morning, Afọmụrụ Biafra. Nwanyị ka nwanyị Adọmam Jemonu. Achara ugo nwanyị Ọmarịcha nwanyị. Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, Deputy Prime Minister United States of Biafra. Mommy, good morning. Ana m ewere ọbata obi na-etinye n'aka Chukwu Okike Abịama. A sị na Ifeanyị Chukwu, Ifeanyị Chineke, enweghị ihe na-anyị Chukwu n'ezie. Enweghị ihe ga-anyị Chukwu Okike Abịama ga-egosi ihe o jiri dịrị chi n'isi ọbata obi today. Echiche onye ire na-eche n'isi ya ọ gaghị emezuru ha. Chukwu Okike nọ n'ọnụ, aka ya dị ọcha. Nna sị Chineke nna ya otu ige ndị iro n'ifere, ndị chọrọ ka o jee nga. Enweghị ihe karịrị Chukwu. Surprise, I am concerned. Enweghị ihe karịrị Chukwu. Ana m asị Chukwu Okike Abịama ya ọ gbaa ya ume, chebe ya. Ya ọbịa ewuru onye na-ekwuru ya ọnụ ya. Ya ọbịa mapụta ya today. Ana m asị ka m na-ekpe ya bụ egosi ihe o ji bụrụ chi, ya otu ige ndị iro na ihe ifere. Aka ya dị ọcha. 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 Ihe ọ bịara ịzụ anyị ndụ dịka otu Chukwu Okike Abịama chiri bịa ebe ịzụ anyị ndụ. Ọ bụ otu ọbata obi esi wee bịa. Ọ ya ka m na-asị Chukwu Okike Abịama ya ọbịa gosi ihe o ji dị ebube n'isi ọbata obi today. Ya ọbịa mee ka ndị iro nọrọ na ihe ifere. Ya ọbịa mee ka ndị iro nọrọ na ihe ifere today. Ọ ya ka m na-arịọ, ọ ya ka m ji na-akpọku ya Chukwu Okike Abịama ya ọbịa mee ihe o ji bụrụ chi. Ya ọbịa gosi ihe o jiri bụrụ chi. Ya ọbịa gosi ihe o ji dị ebube. Ndị ka m na-arịọ ya ka ọ ya emezu n'aha Chukwu Okike Abịama. Ise, 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 ise. Ka anyị nọ n'olu ọbata obi.
What has been happening for a very long time, and yesterday the camel back was broken. What I will not, and I think nobody will condone in this government, is building and destroying. When you participate in building a structure, and then you want to be a tool to be used to destroy it, we are not going to allow that. So it is either we'll show you the exit door so that your contribution and what you have done and your participation that lead to what we are having today, the result we're having today, will remain the same. So once the devil possesses you and you are going to be acting as a tool to destroy what you have done in the past, we will show you the exit door. If you repent, you will come. And if you don't repent, you remain there. Everybody is a Biafran, but not everybody will be part of the liberation of Biafra to the end. I have constantly warned about this. So, fellow cabinet members, ministers, yesterday, I was very, very tired during the fundraising because as a human being that I am, running from one place to another, with all the bombardment and the heat coming from here, all corners of the world, that the Nigeria government are pushing against the struggle. When the fundraising ended, I don't know what woke me up. I went to my Twitter page and I listened to Adado Rama ranting and shouting about the activities or the character of people in the government, in the cabinet. And I have warned her several times to not attack anybody, both directly and indirectly. And each time, she will apologize. So it seems that she knows exactly what she's doing. That is something I did not tell this cabinet before. A few weeks ago, I logged into Adado Rama platform and I was listening the conversation between Adado Rama and Carolina. And Carolina said a lot of rubbish. I listened for over 5 minutes. They didn't know that I was there. I exited that platform. I came to the meeting and I told Adadorama to stay away from Carolina. Because in that conversation, Carolina was the one talking. Adadorama was eating and was nodding her head. Yes, that is how it is. You know, I don't want to go into details to start telling what she was telling Adadorama, and they were gossiping. Now, when I came here, I warned Adadorama to stay away from Carolina so she don't put her in trouble. I did not stay to listen to what she have to respond to her, how the gossip will go. They were gossiping and gossiping. I came here and I told that Adadorama warned her. And then after that, she sent a message to me. I didn't open that message because she had been sending messages which I am not responding to. But yesterday, she sent a message to me which I would like to play for everybody to hear. I don't know whether people are going to hear me when I play this message.
Hello,
Can people hear me? How you hear what I'm playing?
Yes, we can hear it, PM.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear.
Yes,
All right, everybody pay attention, please.
I know my email yesterday after fundraising. Somebody sent voice to me. But, okay.
She said that somebody sent voice to her.
Second Tuesday, I told you, Rama. I won't on a program. Mazi. I'm going to go a man a mother and a married woman like others. And I want to tell you that I want to go to Biafra land with healthy. About now, there's a Biafra, no Biafra, but I will say, Ganganaya, BP. Says in Marian or Wayana de Maho. But right from home, madam, Yankuna, some mother can make Kuni. What you and Omada did to me, I can't check for bear because the man named me here name. I know how you treated me in Omada, and I know how you are treating me now in this Biafran government. I know people are telling you, forging things, telling you, Carolina do this, Carolina do that. But do you know one thing? I am so happy because I know my hand is clean. God knows who I am. I forget all these things. Last time, God gave me a message to you. And he said that I should also tell Ngozi. And Ngozi is not my friend. I do what God said. And I'm happy that God chose me to be giving me a message to you. But you neglected it. The last message in Chukwukike Abiyama, Nyelomo, Tanyegi, Ijeweli Ajagonya, only team up, be against me, and you call me a gossiper. Now you people are enjoying treating me bad, maltreating me, disgracing me. But one thing I know, that message comes from Chukwukike Abiyama. I cry to God. The type of trance Naba is too much for me. God, why can't you make my pastor and my PM to be discussing this thing, but I cannot bear it again. Sometimes I will be in trance 3 days and still come fundraising. Don't know what is happening to me. He called me a gossiper because I gave you a word that God gave to you. I am on my own in my kitchen. Ngozi Burubia. Yana ebe yana adora matim na ko. Hani kuneshi. Osini achori adadora ma na ogodoman mayor interview. Isi people take over the man. I said that man, that guy in a space. I jam on and came Muzanga and say, okay, now if you go home, or the man, now if you go, good man. The only thing I know about that, the time I'm most maybe against that, I know I make a forger something to defend herself. Ujirim wear cover. I know. God tell me. I don't ask anything. If I have problem, I go straight to God. Like what happened yesterday. The attack we have, I know what caused it. God don't lie. When I call my boss immediately. I don't give chance to my enemies. But he will call me gossiper. Who me? A daughter of God. A gossiper. I tell Ngozi Rebelde that I will not forgive you. Because that word comes from God. And you go and tell Ogun Aaron. And I told you again, Ndile Umaka, go on. N'ihe Chukwu na-ekwu, ignored me. I didn't say I'm the one. I said Chukwu Kikabiama. You ignored me. You go and form prayer warrior. PM. Chukwu Kikabiama know that I love you with all my heart. And Chukwu Kikabiama know the love I have on you is not love for man and woman. I take you as my son. I can die because of you. But you want to kill me with BP. Why I'm telling you all these things is this. God said that Gowan will not die with Ababangida all these ones. This message I wanted to give you on second after your birthday. You have offended God. I give you message, too heavy message. You neglected me because I'm a woman. I'm living in Europe. I don't know anything. I want to tell you something. Only Adorama know this thing. I fight for people, but people don't fight for me. But because I have God that fights for me. You see, I don't know how to tell you this thing, but I want you to know how you break people's hearts. I'm telling you, especially me. Do you know one thing? You see why when I come to meeting, I'm just watching all your cabinets. I know what God is telling me about them. You see all these things, I will enjoy it. I want to tell you, as you people are making me crying every day, my son is watching me, my husband is watching me, I'm sick, I never have BP. You see, a day is coming, all of you will cry. I'm telling you. You see, let me tell you, God said that as you are seeing that those your cabinets, one of them is already gone. That day, when we had a dead human being walking, is inside their cabinet. God said that one of your cabinets is no more with us. It's no more with us. I don't want to tell you this thing before. I don't want to break your heart. But let me tell you this thing because you want to kill me. So let me know. But the thing again, that day, that now even me, I asked God, sending this, please, can my PM with pastor be talking together so that I can get myself? I didn't have answer. I tell pastor. The same day the pastor well, God, can he be sending this message direct to you? But God said no. So we can never do what God did not send us. This is my only hope. God, and he can never allow you people to do me anything. You people can keep on insulting me, calling me gossiper. I want to know what that do me bad thing cannot go free. I'm grateful. Every day, someone not to cook it na ezimozi. The day this one of your cabinet said ada. Okay, but I know that person is not no more in this planet. But so that day he gets this my voice. I'm going to break because I that is I don't know say bam. You know Unya juro make it a juro nya ema no nya ndinzuzu. You know Unya juro juro nya na ilego guys ilego mo guys ilego mo that natural. I'm going to be in that. Give it a minute. I'm done. We go happy Easter. I'm not a woman, no.
All right, everyone is just listening to what Carolina said. There are many, many voice notes which I have never listened to. The point is that after Finland Convention, this woman has been bombarding me with all manner of messages from God I don't know. First of all, I want to make it very clear. I am Ekpa Simon Ekpa. I believe in God, and I don't believe in any pastor. I don't believe in anybody giving me message. I have always said it, even on the live broadcast. Nobody, please, who is making noise, please? Oh, sorry. I've always said it on a live broadcast that anybody that has any message or any prophecy, please hold it. Don't tell me. I'm not interested in your prophecy. You don't know what I went through to grow up like I am today. So you cannot just come from nowhere and tell me your God said this, your God said that. I'm going to believe you. First of all, I know when your God is trying to destroy what you have built. So when such message come, I don't even, I pretend as if I didn't listen to it. This woman has been bombarding me with messages, how this God is this, how this person is this, how person is that in the cabinet, and all those nonsense. I don't listen to them. I never responded to her. And I have never addressed her as a gossiper until I listened with my 2 ears. Her and Adada Rama. And she was the one talking while Adada Rama was nodding her head. I stayed in that platform for 5 minutes. Immediately I left there. I came to meeting Adada Rama. I think I told I don't know if I came to the meeting. Immediately I asked, is Adada Rama here? So she was also waiting to start either fundraising or something. And then I told her immediately, stay away from Carolina. She's going to put you in trouble. Because it is not hearsay. I had everything she was telling Adada Rama myself. And nobody told me, so I was there. But because they don't know how this gadget works, she didn't know that I was already in the platform trying to hook up my program. And this gossip was going on. So I came to the meeting, also to the Zoom, and I warned her to stay away from Carolina because what I heard was so disturbing. Even after that, I did not, take everything very seriously. But it is becoming a distraction to this government. That Adada Rama will go out there and start talking as if there is a war going on. I don't know who is using two of them. The last time we suspended Madam Erewa, if Young Ubiko used it to do program. And the way this woman, Carolina, is talking, and the way Adodo Rama talked to me suggests that that information leaked from either one of them. Let me play also Adodo Rama's voice.
Good morning, sir. I'm sorry sending message by this time. After the wedding, you know, this come go to get come on go not to. I'm to be because you were when I get and I'm sorry your life. Where you know we can on my channel. I'm to be going hanging on my channel now them joy. At least told you good your waste talk one morning on a life. And I knew oh, and something I named. And since he did one of my video from my channel, and I need a pussy. There's still put on this speech before any info. So because I made it because of here, men, as near Gizi, only name joy. Then I have Jimmy ABC, or Jimmy Bore, and the Jimmy Agnisi. So now Adams, sorry for hearing. The year when me own that ninja order. 16 years in the muddy key host. You know, about 1 day in the key host. Then after keep put a day in the key host. The media teams, however, I'm well if going host in your laws on Yendini is also more cool. After they come in, I'll make media, and I'll make media, and I will have on the media. I won't go to that near I goes on. Hey, key host, but all the media will a key host. Why a Jinapon key host? When you found John there, found John Miller, like Kennedy, don't know each and every before. Why isn't Ketaji way position? Okay, can it be the format online, not connecting? Oh, we won't want it down. Okay, here and now. Okay, more than no fundraising. Mother, mother, after the book down here. About my fundraising. That's all me. Okay, you know, stop on ya. Or do case and about those people. Oh, this thing, they may not keep us in the air, quiet was neck, continue was in every fundraising. Last week, no. Fundraising normally. It's not to my program down because of yeah, because I'm on case I can't tear off. So I'm told the agent because of here millennium, which was all the sacrifice, which is a basic, where the road today. Now this is struggle. Agent because of this is mountain. I tell him the Gakajani Kalilakaja. Who we will make all blackmail you give, all go yoshi. My neighbor Araya. Nabatia, you take a little change, na media. I was here, I was in Nigeria life. I'm going to make on my distance, but there'll be a check cleaner. So for that one, Adam said, I realized that my mistake, and a big mistake for that. And I can just again understand. Now I told him, okay, then my Disney fundraising because it's I kick him out. Then I keep putting them out. And my business fundraising. Or Mrs. Nigga, JB, Nigeria, come on, because also say in Nalo, Namidia. So seeing Nalo, Namidia, you do a taste of budget or fundraising, I don't know fundraising, no, which I was on Nalo. So all members make, I want to name is Nagati, come on, don't pop. Thank you very much. And the Pandas Panga again.
Hello?
Very, very sorry. Thank you.
All right, I have not listened to other voices, so I'm not going to play those ones. But when you listen to her, you'll find out that the exact word if Yomubiko used in that her program to explain Erewa is the word Adadorama is using here. Exact word. Onye mechanka, menko. The same word Carolina used. that I'm breaking people's heart. I don't know whether what they want is when somebody try to destroy this government, I should allow the person so that I will not break the heart of the person. Nothing concerns me and them, and we don't have anything in common. So if they begin to go astray, to go out there to destroy what they help in building, I should now begin to praise the person so the person will continue to do it what she's doing. This woman, Adadorama, I have warned her secretly more than 10 times, more than 10 good times, not to attack anybody in this cabinet. And what they do is to attack those who are doing something more than them. She told me how the finance minister is being sponsored by the Nigeria government. The same accusation against Ngozi Orongozi. The same accusation against any other person. Like you hear her, she's saying about Ralph Ajare, how Ralph Ajare called me a criminal, I still forgive him, and all that. So they want to, at this point of this agitation where we are today, I should continue to be distracted by them. And then the other woman, Carolina, you see, she laid curse on herself, not on me. She said that we are going to cry. I don't know whether she is the God that is going to make me cry, or whether she is the servant of the God that is going to make me cry. But let me tell her, I have seen people that is more than her, not in the struggle, elsewhere. And if her pastor is a witchcraft pastor that is going to make me cry, I want to see that cry. Let me see whether he is God and my own God, who is more superior. I don't look for people's trouble. But let me tell you, do not look for mine, because you will never survive and you will never live to tell the story. I'm not fighting anybody here, but I cannot be watching while you destroy what you joined, what you were part of, building them. And I don't know why it is always, whenever something good is happening in the struggle, devil will possess some people and they will start attacking some certain people. I know how many times these women have approached me to do this and do that to that person and do this to this person. I don't listen to them because I follow my instincts. And once I am convinced that you are this, I will not look back. And because of the people there, the kind of people there, yesterday I was trying to talk to Adadorama. She was shouting in that place, and then I have to ask them to remove her. I'll actually remove her myself from the meeting. So these are not the kind of people I will not come here now and ask questions. Why did you say what you said? Because it's a waste of time. And I cannot be in the same place with people who have this kind of bitterness. She told Ngozi Orongozi that she can never forgive me. You heard it from the voice, that she told COS that she can never forgive me. And this kind of person is having meeting with me. And every time I will come, and she will say, oh, my peer, but she is saying that she can never forgive me for what I don't know. From the beginning, I don't know, from the beginning of this whole thing, you are part of the Umuada. From the time the beginning till now. And you know how this woman jumped all the hurdle up to this point. If I have wanted to punish her for many things that went wrong, she wouldn't be in this government by now. But she managed and managed and managed, and she's here. Now she is accusing me of, I don't know what I did to her. You know, mother, from mother till now, which many people collected sanction from mother. Rose was suspended on mother. Judith was suspended on mother. If Owubiko and her group was suspended, she was biggest part of it. She scaled through that hurdle, and she came here to now make a voice how I suffered her in mother. I don't know what, how that actually happened. So the point now is that because of the level this liberation is at this point, we don't want to entertain any distraction at all. She wants to get a rest, and that rest she will get. Adada Rama, from the voice note and the warning I've given to her over 10 good times, she continued to go outside there to castigate the members of the cabinet. So it's as if she is going to enjoy more of the media war and the media castigation. That's what she has chosen. I believe she's here. So if that's what she has chosen, I'm going to give her 4 weeks. 4 weeks suspension. She can go to media and fight Ogenkere, fight the COS, fight anybody, fight me too. She have the right to do that now. But let me tell you one thing. If you castigate anybody in this cabinet, you will never come back to this government. From today, you are suspended for 4 weeks. The same thing is applicable to Carolina. Carolina is on definite suspension until I'm convinced that her mental health, psychologically, everything is balanced before she will come back. And after that, if she's ready to come back, she's going to contact Mama Dobum, that she's ready to come back. But that will happen after 4 weeks. And the suspension is indefinite. So that she will not have blood pressure on this government. The thing is that the time we are now, if you are not ready to take heat of what comes from it, you better give way now. You better resign now because people have died. Your own is only blood pressure. You don't know the blood pressure I have. You don't know what I'm going through as a person carrying all this thing in my head. So if you're having a blood pressure, resign now and take good care of yourself because more heat is coming. A few weeks ago, I was telling people, since we have made a pronouncement of the declaration of Biafra, every arsenal will be released. And that's what is happening now. Today, they have printed flyers, my picture, my child picture, and they are sharing it everywhere. Nigeria military sharing it in Biafra land. And this is just the beginning. More are going to come. Everything that Nigeria know they are going to do it. And these people, what they do is to gather in their small circle and be causing confusion here and there. Adada Rama go to her program and start talking as if there is a war in the cabinet. They are creating this kind of, creating this kind of scene for people that are viewing them to think that, oh, there is nothing in this government, there is nothing wrong with anybody in this government. Somebody cautioned you yesterday that you are interrupting I don't know who, and that is the right thing. She was talking and you are interrupting her. There's something that have cautioned you about me when I'm talking, especially on an important outing. Don't interrupt me. You continue to do that, and then you take offense. Okay, was correcting you that allow I don't know who to talk so that we can hear what she's saying. After that, you can do whatever you want to do. You were interrupting her when she was talking. You were talking. Nobody hear what she was saying. And I don't know who being an elder. We have had a policy here. Whenever she is talking, nobody should interrupt her. You came and you started interrupting her. And they try to correct you. You pick offense because you already have bad malice against Oge. And everyone.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning across the globe. Today, we are here in the capital city of Finland, Helsinki. Most of us who have never been to this country This was once a country of peace. It was a country that negotiated peace after the Second World War and brought about the boundaries that we see today. This is a country that I want to talk about, and how Africans have been disadvantaged in Europe because of the European laws and because of malice that has come from our governments in Africa. Before I do that, I want to play this song. I want to play my favorite song, opening the speech. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, today, from tomorrow and the entire week and 21 days within up to 21st, the world will witness one of the most terribly investigated cases. A case of bad investigation, corrupt intelligence, corrupt witnesses, corrupt international law. A case that violates. I am not here to say what the judge wants to say. I'm here to analyze the case from the evidence that I've seen, which is public, and both the evidence that have privy to, which is also, because I'm in the technical team of this, I'm not going to be shy. I've been, as an African, called to state my position. I will not go into details of the case because it is before court. But I want to do an analysis of what happened, what is it. First of all, I want to find out, and I have asked, in this summons, there is no government of Nigeria official. The Nigerian government provided fake evidence, corrupt evidence, polluted evidence, doctored evidence and brought it to this court because they wanted to catch an African whom they hated. This is it. They hated an African who was speaking about human rights. It is up to the court to find out the truth. Mine is to say what it is that we need to see in a case of this nature. This case proves to us that injustice, even in European Union countries like Finland, where I am, because some of these people think people cannot come. We have nothing. We talk about human rights. And Finland knows we talk about human rights. President Stubb cannot stop us from talking about human rights. President Stubb needs Alex Stubb of this country, needs people to talk. There is nobody who can prohibit us from talking about how badly the foreign policy of some European countries are subjecting Africans to a lot of injury. It is sad that on this occasion, Finland ignored to alert, to know the history, the political, the social, the economic, the security difficulties of a nation that had collapsed, a nation that had collapsed under terrorism, which has taken 3/4 of this country. Today, as we speak in Nigeria, there are more terrorists than there were some time back. But the reason why some people have been captured is because they say they brought it. But have we got all the kidnapped girls back? No. Let's go on how Nigeria has failed this case and why this case will fail. There is no way that a person who accused is Nigeria. The evidence used is from Nigeria. But what has puzzled me in the criminal justice systems of this country, Finland, I've been to all places in the city, in Helsinki, where I will not say my location because it is not worth stating the location, because I am here both as a Pan-African Forum associate with a battery of a few of experts of mine, and I'm here also as a Pan-African who defends Africa, and I'm here also who looks at in these international agencies that the European Union look at the entire world as equal. So let's take the example of Nigeria, for example. It wrote the Minister of Foreign State for Foreign Affairs, current Minister of Foreign Affairs, today flew in Finland several times. She is the wife of the former leader of Biafra, Ojukwu, the model, that Minister of Foreign Affairs. She flew in here with the Minister of Interior. You see, Nigeria has a habit of abducting people. You remember the story of Umar Diko. The late Buhari abducted Umar Diko and put him in a coffin. Umar Diko was a neighbor of some of us in Surrey in the United Kingdom, down back home. But this man was abducted. So several times with some of us, we are new in this, not new actually, we are staying and they say police cars going in and out. But some Nigerians had come there. So some of us reported, the people within the vicinity closer to the home reported that no, this man was taken and he's not anywhere. But Mohammed Buhari, the late, had put Umar Diko in a coffin with oxygen, with an Israeli seated in the coffin and everybody taking Mr. Umar Diko home. Nigeria has abducted people. Nigeria has done rendition. It has renditioned people from African countries. It has destroyed non-refoulement policy, allowed refugees who are registered in Nigeria. I have a case in London with them over the 10 professors, and they have to pay. I have put a caveat on the embassies of Nigeria and Cameroon. That's why you see Paul Biya cannot fly into United Kingdom and have medicine in the hospital. It is my effort. And I want to find out how this woman came. They wanted to abduct this man and take him to Nigeria. And we had to make noise. I am one of those who made noise. I wrote application to the European Court, alerting the European Court of Justice that there is a problem. 2 Nigerian planes have been coming to abduct this guy. They want to take this government here in where we are, connived. They kept quiet. We shall talk. We don't need to worry. What is it if you stop me from coming to Finland? My passport is bigger than Finland, so I can stay where I am. Yes, it doesn't matter now anymore. We have to tell this to Ambiane Ukweli. We have to tell these guys that it's not very good for you to subject us to come for business deals in Africa and you forget your human rights. Nigeria's human rights stinks. But no country today looks at Nigeria and condemns it. Everybody is keeping quiet. Everybody is looking quiet. There is no evidence. If Nigeria was really interested in giving evidence, why haven't they come? I've looked at the witnesses laid down. None of them is a government official from Nigeria. So, what is it? Why did you supply fake, hollow, doctored, sexed documents, relying on another company in Senegal, which is an American company, pretending to do African intelligence? Rubbish. These are some of the things that we as Africans, please stop doing this and shaming ourselves. You hire a man who doesn't know the difference between River Nile and the River Niger and the River Congo. And he comes to your country to do intelligence, supported to pin down another man of yours who is in Europe. It's useless. Very bogus situation. People take our money, which we should use to build our clinics, which we should use to build our dispensaries, water, irrigation, is wasted on so-called experts. What experts from who don't know where River Nile comes from? One English guy, sometime we are flying, and then he said, the River Nile comes from Cairo. The River Nile is from Uganda. The source is from Uganda. And these are the people that you hire and pay billions and billions of dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, right now down here where I am, we are waiting for the start of the case tomorrow. It will take up to 21st. I have linked up. I've talked to the lawyers before I arrived here. I've not seen the other bunch of lawyers from America, but I'll try to talk to those who came from America. I want to thank all of you that mine is a technical situation, a technical position, technically to give the position that I've given elsewhere about Africa. What it is, what is inside Nigeria. Is Nigeria a performing government? The answer is no. The judges need to know. And I've pumped that information to the lead council. We have shown, we have put a plethora of evidence, information, documents. We have surrendered them to the court. It is up to the court to make a decision. It is up to the court to understand that if the Attorney General of Nigeria, Malami, at that time was also a member or implicated in terrorist activities by Nigerian government, arrested this Attorney General who abducted Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and took him at night without the Kenya government knowing. It is sad, very sad. And this is the same Attorney General found to be culpable of conniving with terrorists to dismember. So how can an Attorney General, Malani, be a terrorist at the same time also an Attorney General advising the government? Ladies and gentlemen, it is with that sadness that I want to tell you, we are here to see, and I will give you brick by brick, soil by soil, of what takes place, of things that the court will allow us to talk about, because we can't talk about anything to do with, we can criticize the method, but the material that the court sieve, we criticize the material, the method in which intelligence was shared. And if the intelligence was wrong, then acquit. If the gloves don't fit, then acquit. Intelligence was wrong. You can't say if the intelligence was wrong, therefore the man is convicted. That is all the position today. Thank you very much. I wish all of you, all the people of Africa, all the people of Biafra across the world. I am not part of, some of you are calling me and are saying, oh, why do you represent this man? Some people are really very stupid up here. This guy, whether he's what or what, we lawyers, anybody who has studied law, any lawyer who has studied law, I have studied international law. I know what international law means on these courts. You can even defend a person who erased your village. So it is sad that some people, your own people, the biggest problem of Biafra is you Biafrans yourselves. You have divided yourselves, and in these divisions, you are going to find no unity. If you don't find unity and unite, it will be difficult for you to wrestle yourselves out of this country that was forcefully amalgamated in 1914. The North cannot work with the South. And I want to alert President Trump. What are you doing about the Christians that are being killed? Back at home, the people that you are imprisoning are not there. But people have moved down, slaughtering Christians in hundreds. What have you done? Lip service. Yet you have gone to Iraq, Iran, dismantled the systems. Soon refugees will start running out of Iran, coming to Europe to overwhelm the systems here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we fight for. We make sure that human rights are observed by countries, by the European Union. Whatever you'd want to do, you cannot do it without human rights. Human rights are our basis. Create peace, dialogue, harmony, consensus. Mine as a peace advocate awardee from Oxford University in conjunction with World Leaders Summit, School of Examination. I am appealing that Finland looks at how they collected this evidence. How did they collect it? That's all I'm questioning. I'm not going to go into matters of evidence, what is there. I'm questioning, how did you collect it? From who? Mr. Malani was working with terrorists. So is he here to tell us why he gave us such a charge sheet and then disappear? That is all I want to ask today, and that's what we shall keep on asking and hammering. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let me look for one of the songs of Lucky Kube.
Chibuzo Ebe, ụtụtụ ọma. Olee otu ị mere ezi nwanne m? Osunne, Osunnaanyị, ụtụtụ ọma. Olee otu unu mere? Anyị na-eche kootu ọbata obie. Ama m na enwe onye ji ọpdeti maka ya. So this man ji ọpdeti maka ya, so ọ ya mere m jiri.
My name is W. Bruce Devalier, and I am an international lawyer and a civil litigator, international civil litigator, and a constitutional lawyer. I am pleased and honored to be counsel for Ambassadors of Self-Determination. I am equally pleased and honored to be here today. He's remarkably similar to Nelson Mandela in that his charismatic approach to securing freedom for his people, advocating for peace, and advocating for self-determination. So Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of the Igbo people. And in that regard, as I said, he is remarkably like Nelson Mandela. Nnamdi Kanu is our opportunity to get it right. So if you have some hesitation about supporting Nnamdi Kanu, because there's been some talk of him being a terrorist and the IPOB being terrorist, that's simply not true. But I'm here to submit to you, even more important, Nelson Mandela was considered a terrorist. As a matter of fact, Nelson Mandela was not removed from the United States list of terrorists until he was 89 years old, and I believe it was 2009, when he was almost dead. As we've said, evidence has come to light that not only is Nnamdi Kanu jailed, and let's just make sure what we're talking about is crystal clear. Here is a man that is a political leader, a peace-loving political leader that wants freedom for his people, wants his people to no longer be subjected to apartheid-like discrimination and genocide, and he's jailed because of that. He's sitting in jail as we speak today. And I would really be delighted, and my job would be done, if a great number of you said, why haven't I heard about this before? Why isn't everyone talking about this? Why is this something that seems to only concern the Igbo people? Why don't we know about this injustice? Because I submit to you, there is no greater injustice right now on this planet than the continued unlawful incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it's easy to say unlawful, and I'm a lawyer and I often say it, but in this case, we have not one, not two, but three separate panels, judicial panels, that have said his arrest, his rendition, and his continued incarceration are absolutely illegal. Not because it's not a good idea, not because we don't like it, not because he's the leader of our people or a leader of people that we favor. The Nigerian courts applying Nigerian law made that determination not once, but twice. You have two court judgments, it's so obvious, that said he must be released immediately, he must be returned to his place of citizenship, which is Britain, and he must be paid 1 billion naira, or 500,000 naira, depending on the court. The United Nations has looked at this case and determined that there are rampant, gross human rights violations, and they demand the immediate release. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, just as Nelson Mandela represented his people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents over 50% more people, 42 million as opposed to 28 million. So how can we not move mountains, do everything in our power possible as human beings to free Nnamdi Kanu? It's fundamental, basic Nigerian law. And that has been disregarded because Nigerian law has been utilized by the courts twice to say, release Nnamdi Kanu. Again, let's make sure we understand he's in jail solely because of his political beliefs. He's caged solely because of his ethnicity and solely because of what he represents, which is freedom. Freedom from oppression, freedom from genocide, and freedom from apartheid-like discrimination. The UN determination, they found directly, not obliquely, not as a recommendation, but a direct speaking voice that the UN seldom, if ever, takes, almost never takes, that there was a violation of Nnamdi Kanu's human rights because he was detained arbitrarily and without law. He was detained without due process. He was detained without the right to use his counsel. And he was unlawfully kidnapped and secreted to a secret location. He was disappeared. He was all of the horrors that you can imagine that a nation could do short of actually killing him, which would be genocide, all at once. Nnamdi Kanu has languished in the darkness and the silence for far too long. We call for someone, anyone or Congress as a whole, to stand up and say enough's enough, free Nnamdi Kanu. So when this message gets out to the members of the United States Congress, I submit that those that want to strike a blow for freedom and also preserve their name for posterity, this would be a good start. So I think we have reason for hope. Without hope, everyone gives up. So I'm here to tell you there's hope. Finally, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is of paramount importance in beginning the process of remedying the religious and ethnic persecution in Nigeria. It's a bigger issue than him. The call, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a call for human rights and obedience to the rule of law and good government that must be made from throughout the globe and heard in Abuja. 50 million plus, 60 million plus Igbo worldwide will cherish the day of Kanu's freedom, and the world will celebrate, much as it celebrated the release of Nelson Mandela. And we can all be part of that. The courts of Nigeria have spoken. The United Nations have spoken. Now is the time for the American people and Congress to speak, and the world to speak, to lend their voices to condemn Nigeria's action and to encourage them to do what is required of them in compliance with the rule of law and international human rights. If the United States is responsible in any measure for causing the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the world, West Africa, Africa, and the world will see and celebrate the United States as the beacon of human rights, freedom, and liberty, and the rule of law that it always has been, that we always imagine ourselves to be, and we aspire to be. Simple act, one man, one voice, one statement. We can attain those great benefits and that sense of accomplishment.
This is a long journey, but I do believe deep in my heart that the end is near. Martin Luther King said that in the end is not the words of the enemy that hurts. Rather, is the silence of friends that's supposed to speak and choose to be silent. And darkness cannot drive away darkness. Only light can do that. So on behalf of Ambassadors for Self-Determination, I'm calling on all people in diaspora. You are the future. You are the hope. Be the light. I'm calling on U.S. Congress and the senators to be the light, because injustice anywhere left unaddressed will eventually become injustice everywhere. I also appeal to my brothers and sisters, the African Americans. We are cut from the same cloth. We just arrived here differently. Do not forget from where you come. And this is the time to rise up. Speak up. Do not be silent. And be the light. Because if we collectively can do that, Mazi will walk the street again. Thank you.
VDM, you need to be really, really very careful. Because the person, when you feel say in their integrity, the IG of police, Olatuji Riwan Disu, the IG of police in Nigeria today, might not be how you think say he be. Because in the same society, that man would have spoken by now. In the same society, that man would have asked his deputy to at least be on administrative leave, whether paid or unpaid, while he's investigated. Because now deputy be that, the person will be very close to him. But he has been silent all this while. He keep quiet. Doesn't that signal to you that he might be complacent? Doesn't that signal to you that this man feel know waiting they sup all this while? He just want play the devil's advocate. Now make a, you don't feel say this guy feel not dey your side? VDM, you need to take a step back and re-examine your stand. Whether at the end of the day,
ụmụnne m, aga m esi n'ụdị ahịa ka anyị na-echenu maka ọbata obi today ka anyị mara otu o si na-aga. Ama m ndị nọ Finland how would this thing or how did today?
Easy peasy going. Look how easy going this airport is. Disco, welcome here in Enugu. I'm at the airport and it's actually very easy peasy going. Literally just walk straight from the plane here to Enugu, and I'm being picked up actually by a friend of mine that I'm looking for. People say always, oh, the hustle and bustle of Nigeria. People always want something from you, scammers this, scammers that, people asking for money. Well, here you see, no one's coming to me to ask me anything, which is really nice, and that's what I really love about Nigeria. It's so peaceful and easy going. Look at this. Like I'm just walking out of the airport, no one hassling me for a taxi or anything. This is it, and I think behind...
Shut up. Akwa airport ka m gara the other day. Ihe ha begiga na ego tiyo eke ya. Ekwe ihe anụmanụ ka nọ na-atụghachi na unu fu ihe ndị a na-ebegi n'ego. Nigeria wa Afghanistan. Ihe a na-ebegi n'ego na the airport ị ga-ajụ sị ndị dị country dị ihe ka maybe ha just nnọọ kụpụrụ ya because of o media video onye mere o ji na-akọga nọnsensị ọ nọ na-akọga ekwe nnọọ anụmanụ ihe ọ nọ na-akọga nnọọ maybe ha just nnọọ kụpụrụ ya nnọọ maka o mege video ha chọọ ka o mee ya ha video onye mere o ji na-akọ nọnsensị a unu ichema ha adịghị wise ị ga-eburu vidio n'aka ị ga-eburu kamera n'aka ha abịaghị ịrịọ gị egosi gị chọrọ ha ihe akwepọt m just nnọọ gafee the other day imagine ihe anụmanụ ka anụ na-ekwuga imagine ihe ọ nọ na-akọga nnọọ Afghanistan country ka ị na-ekwu country eji begin mana na the airport ọ maka iji kamera n'aka ọ ya mere ha jiri anaghị ego ya ma ịma gị mara ya ugbu a na na-achọ m ihe na-enye m copyright na ahịa m mere today amadị m maka onye ka ahụ ọzọ ahụ epeki ya shiri dị ndị a na-enye copyright ike ibe ịkọtụwa dị m ike ibe ịkọtụwa dị m
These people that I've been warning about for the longest time managed to enter Udi, Inouye, in Udi local government area. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great today. Okay, so just yesterday, I can know that now these people that I've been warning about for the longest time managed to enter Udi, Inouye, in Udi local government area. And I watched the video of the aftermath of their attack after they had taken a seminarian, a catechist, and another church person, and they took them from inside the church. I was watching the video and I watched how the man who was speaking in that video was very furious. He went away. The man now said that, look at our youths, they are all here ready to move in. If you wear anything, and that they were watching these people go with their own brothers. They know their bushes. That they know it very well. Yeah, very well. The man and do the people now something they do every year where they go to the bush, to the forests. Ghana they are go Billy themselves. When that season is over, they will return home. So when the man is saying hammer or hand the man might horn you. And that the youths are ready. Man, when was any hag each way, shown the belly, it on the ban. Obuni fame nu di gafe, obuni mira tend to it. More will happen, and before you know it, Haton or by to Benue.
Yes. Chai.
It could be this easy. Simple and rewarding. Also, my eyes.